In a dense and dark forest, where the night sky never pierced through the intertwining trees and the branches whispered their ominous secrets, there was a tale that chills the blood. It is the story of a woman named Victoria, who became lost in this shadowy forest and spent an entire month there. Victoria had come to this remote place to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy nature. Immersed in her thoughts, she ventured deeper into the woods, not noticing how she lost the trail. Soon she realized that turning back was impossible. At first, she managed to find water and edible berries, but the deeper she went into the forest, the more unreliable these sources became. Every night, the forest came alive with sinister sounds. Owls hooted, thunder rumbled, and branches cracked under the weight of unseen creatures. To Victoria's nightly nightmares was added a constant fear of being found by someone or something. Trying to keep her spirit up, she gradually mastered survival skills, creating temporary shelters and learning to distinguish safe berries from poisonous ones. As 2 weeks passed, the forest became her enemy, and by the third month, when hope was nearly gone, Victoria found that her body had become so emaciated that every attempt to move was agonizing. Then, an odd and incomprehensible force seemed to come to her aid. She began to notice that wolves were visiting her. At first, they were mere shadows stalking her, but soon they became more apparent and bold. One day, as Victoria was once again searching for food, she stumbled upon a strange clearing where wolves, surrounding her, did not show aggression. Suddenly, she realized that the wolves were not just watching her, they were becoming her companions. Her desire to survive and the wolves' presence somehow merged into a singular drive. Days went by, and Victoria lost all connection with her former world. She became part of the forest, her movements blended with those of the wolves, her eyes no longer saw but felt. And so, after a month, when search parties had nearly given up on finding her, they discovered her in the clearing, surrounded by a pack of wild wolves. But what they found was far from what they expected. Victoria stood there, showing no fear, seemingly merged with the forest. The wolves, like guardians, encircled her, and despite her emaciation and tangled hair, her face radiated an eerie calmness. Her body bore marks from claws and teeth, yet no wounds were visible. She was no longer just a human, she had become something else, something wild and infinitely alien. When she was rescued from the forest, her gaze was not directed at the people, but seemed to look beyond them, as if she still saw the forest that remained in her soul. Since then, she never spoke of what she endured. Her words were like empty scars, unable to reflect the true nature of her existence. The forest continued to guard its secrets, and Victoria, now part of it, remained its mystery.